Welcome to the 19th session of Cyber Offenses and Cyber Crime. In today's session, we will see different types of authentication service security. The first one is cryptography security for mobile devices. The term crypto means hidden. Cryptography is the study of secure communication technique that allow only the sender and receiver of a message to view its contents. When transmitting electronic data, the most common use of cryptography is to encrypt and decrypt email and other plain text messages. Encryption means data is encoded, that is, text representation is converted into plain text or in different text. And decryption means encrypted data is converted into the original format. The simplest method uses the secret key system. Here, data is encrypted using a secret key, and then both the encoded messages and secret key are sent to the recipient for decryption. One technique is used for cryptographic security known as cryptographical generated address, that is CGA. CGA is Internet Protocol version 6, that is IPv6, that addresses up to 64 address bits that are generated by changing owner's public key address. The address the owner uses is the corresponding private key to declare address ownership and to sign messages sent from the address without a public key infrastructure, that is PKI, or other security information. The use of PKI provides many benefits for users to secure their financial transactions initiated from mobile devices. Second type is lightweight directory access protocol, that is LDAP security for handheld mobile computing devices. LDAP is a software protocol for enabling anyone to locate individual, organizational, and other resources such as files and device on the network, that is on the public network or on the organizational intranet. In a network, a directory tells you where an entity is located in network. The third type is remote access server, that is RAS security for mobile devices. RAS is an important consideration for protecting the business sensitive data that may be reside on the employees' mobile devices. In terms of cyber security, mobile devices are sensitive. Access to an organization sensitive data can happen through mobile handheld devices carried by employees. In addition to being vulnerable to unauthorized access on their own, mobile devices also provide a route into the system with which they connected. By using mobile device to appear as a registered user to these system, it would be cracker that able to steal data. Another threat comes from the practice of port scanning. First, attacker use a domain name system, that is DNS server, to locate the IP address of a connected computer. A domain is a collection of sites that are related in some sense. Second, they scan the ports on this known IP address, working their way through its transmission control protocol, that is TCP, or user datagram protocol, that is UDP stack, to see what communication ports are unprotected by firewalls. For instant file transfer protocol, that is FTP, transmissions are typically assigned to port 21. If this port is left unprotected, it can be misused by attackers. Protecting against port scanning requires software that can trap unauthorized incoming data packets and prevent a mobile device from revealing its existence and ID. A personal firewall on a smartphone device can be an effective protecting screen against this form of attack for the users connecting through a direct internet or RAS connection. For situations where all connections to the corporate network pass through a gateway, placing the personal firewall on the gateway itself could be the simplest solution, because it avoids the need to place a personal firewall on each mobile device. In either case, deploying secure access that implement strong authentication keys will provide an additional protection. So that's it for today's session. In next session, we will study the remaining two types.